Hello, CSFL. Demons owner here to give you a recap and players of the week for week two. On Friday night, we had the Dragons take down the Piranhas in a shootout. These Dragons look like they mean business in season 5 here. That offense looks scary. We also had the Vipers improve to 2-0 over the Demons in a close one that came down to the wire. The Gators defeated the Blue Jays, which I think got called out in our group chat because I did have the Blue Jays as my top team in my power rankings. Werewolves beating the Bears. The Bears surprisingly going 0-2 to start. Rhinos over the Scorpions. Another surprising 0-2 team is the defending champs, the Scorpions. But maybe that's not so surprising. Championship hangover seems to be a real thing. And these Rhinos look pretty tough right now. And we also had the Cobras defeating the Wildcats, which another team that's usually pretty good starts 0-2. These Wildcats, they seem to be struggling, and it was a good win for the Cobras to get to 1-1 and stay with most of the pack. Week 3, then, we've got some great games on Friday night. Rhinos are going to be home to the Vipers, the battle of two 2-0 teams. That Vipers' great defense against that Rhinos offense with 2 top receivers. That one's going to be a battle. Gators and Werewolves is the other Friday nighter. Someone's going to be 2-1. And these are 2 teams that I had lowered expectations for going into the year based on my power rankings, but they're both looking pretty good at this point, and this is going to be a good one. Someone's going to be 2-1 and well on their way to being one of the top teams in the league. All right, let's get to it. Players of the week. First, we'll start with quarterback of the week. And there was, as usual in the CSFL, a lot of throwing, and a lot of quarterbacks threw 4 touchdowns. Alonzo Graham for the Piranhas had a pretty good day. Bradley McNamara also had a good day, but they both lost. Kind of excluded me from picking one of them as quarterback of the week. Brian Miller of the Werewolves had a fantastic outing. 20 for 25, 80%, 3 touchdowns and 374 yards and a win, but he wasn't my pick. Derek Albright, I'm also going to give a shout out of the Cobras. But Brendan Platt is my quarterback of the week. Brendan Platt, season 1 champion, went 24 of 32 for 75% completion percentage, 391 yards, 4 touchdowns with 1 interception, and a big win over the Piranhas on Friday night. Improves those Dragons to 2-0. He has loved having Todd Kidd in his lineup. Brendan Platt is your quarterback of the week. Offensive player of the week. As usual, just like quarterbacks, there's a lot to choose from. It's an offensive league. Some highlights were Frank Carroll of the Piranhas, Barry Perkins of the Dragons. Friday night, these guys lit it up. Seth Spence from the Werewolves was almost my pick. He had 7 catches, 159 yards and a touchdown, but he also had a kick return touchdown. Was a huge factor in that win over the Bears. Mark Marshall was up there for me as well, of the Rhinos, and Darius Berg of the Wildcats. But my offensive player of the week goes to Phil Clemens of the Vipers. 19 carries, 138 yards, and 3 touchdowns, including a huge run late in the game on Friday night to seal the deal against the Demons. Phil Clemens is your offensive player of the week. Defensively, this one, this was the week for offenses in week 2. Wasn't a whole lot to choose from defense. It was a lot of interceptions, but from teams that they might have lost the game, or the defensive player didn't have a lot of other good stats or allowed a lot of catches to go with that interception. There were a few standouts. Aaron Mitchell of the Gators, the right outside linebacker, he had a pretty decent day. He had 2 tackles, 1 for a loss, 1 pass defense, and 1 forced fumble. TJ Eaton of my Demons had 4 tackles, 1 for a loss and a sack. Terrence Mullins of the Bears had 5 tackles, a sack, and 2 pass defenses. Great games by some of these guys. Dominique Hoyt from the Werewolves, also middle linebacker, had a great week. Todd Young of the Cobras, solid week as well. But I went with Reggie Tyson of the Rhinos, the right outside linebacker. Reggie Tyson had 3 tackles, 1 sack, and an interception on the day. Reggie Tyson is your defensive player of the week. And finally, rookie of the week. Here we go. I'm about to get called out for another Todd Kidd snub. Travis Stovall had a great day for the Dragons. Todd Kidd had a great day for the Dragons. These guys both just lit it up again, and they're proven to be fantastic draft picks for the Dragons, but neither one of them are my rookie of the week. Eric Martin from the Demons had 2 tackles and a pick and a pass defense on a pretty good day for the corner. Aaron Mitchell, I've already mentioned him from the Gators. He's a rookie. He had a good day. Brian Ely and Sean Vinson, both receivers for the Bears, had pretty decent outings. Vinson scoring a touchdown and both of them getting a number of catches for a good amount of yards. But my rookie of the week is Brian Miller of the Werewolves, quarterback. Like I said earlier, 20 for 25, 80% completion percentage, 374 yards and 3 touchdowns in a win. This guy is looking like a stud for these Werewolves. Great to see. I think they finally got their quarterback figured out. Brian Miller is your rookie of the week. Thanks a lot, everyone. See you next week.